Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to this very special webinar. My name is Brian Rose, and I am here as the proud and excited host of our Mission Driven Teachers webinar. Tonight, you're going to be hearing from 4 mission-driven teachers who have found a way to make a bigger impact on their communities by partnering with the Juice Plus company. These are professionals who are masters at their craft, and they have also found a way to really impact the health and the nutrition of their community, as well as making a financial difference in their family's future. And so I'd like to just start by saying hello to each one of them very quickly. First, I'd like to introduce Nancy Kropa. Hi, Nancy.
Good evening, everyone.
And Lisa Radici. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining us.
Hi there.
And Dan Ames. Hi, Dan. Thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you. How are you?
And also Gretchen Comstock. Hi, Gretchen.
Hey there, everybody.
So we'll hear from each of these teachers in a few minutes individually on their topic area. But before we start with the interviews, I'd like to share with you a little bit about Juice Plus. Juice Plus is fruits, vegetables, and berries in capsules. It's a wonderful way to add more whole food nutrition to your diet each and every day. The Juice Plus bottles look like this. There's the fruit capsules, vegetable capsules, and berry capsules as well. And I love it because it also comes in a chewable for children. There is also a delicious plant-based shake that we also recommend, which is called the Juice Plus Complete. And that comes in chocolate and vanilla. And it's really just an amazing breakfast or a evening snack or something like that. Many people really love the Juice Plus Complete shakes. I heard about Juice Plus from our family's pediatrician about 10 years ago, and I was really impressed when I saw what was in Juice Plus. And right now I'm going to share my screen and just show you all the ingredients of Juice Plus. You can see here inside the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry capsules, we call that orchard, garden, and vineyard blend, is this wide variety of over 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries that you get consistently every single day. I was also very impressed when I learned about the research that's been done on Juice Plus. We have over 30 published studies, and Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product in the world. So we are just thrilled about Juice Plus, and my family, we've been taking it ever since we first heard about it. I noticed I had more energy, I started sleeping better, and my skin cleared up as well. So I love Juice Plus. I also would like to share my business story. I am a teacher. I am an elementary school music teacher, and when I heard about Juice Plus, I had just started a new position, and I was realizing that I really needed to make some improvements in my diet. I was doing my best, but I just couldn't get in the foods that I knew were good for me. So when I started taking Juice Plus, I found myself just telling other people about it. I was sharing with my colleagues, with my friends, with some of the parents I was working with and was also friends with. And I decided to partner with the Juice Plus company as a way to bridge the gap financially for my family. We were looking at a way to bring in extra money for things like groceries and vacations and fun stuff to do as a family. And we were able to do that with the Juice Plus company, and it's been very successful for us. So we're really excited as teachers who care about other people to share our story and to share this really remarkable way to get whole food nutrition into your body. So enough about me. I'm interested and excited to hear from some of our speakers tonight. Our first guest is Dan Ames, and Dan is a music teacher, also a middle school music teacher living in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And Dan, I want to ask you a question I'm hoping you can address for us. Can you tell me, how has taking Juice Plus, how has eating Juice Plus made you a better teacher?
Well, Brian, I was thinking, just thinking about, how much Juice Plus has just really affected my life as a teacher, and the list just can go on and on. But one of the things, as a teacher myself, I noticed I had more energy as a teacher. And, you know, I am a choir director, and we perform all year long, multiple concerts. I'm at the school for long hours, and I really needed to have my energy so that I can perform the best for my students. Because I was walking in at 7:30 and leaving at 8:30 sometimes in the evening. So, you know, Juice Plus has helped me with that energy so that I can be the best for my students. I also noticed that I was getting sick less. It's very important when teachers are out of the classroom. A lot of times, you know, we have substitutes that come in, and it brings a gap in our instruction. But I haven't been out of the classroom very much over the last 3 years since I've been on Juice Plus, just because I don't get sick. I don't get the sinus infections or the bronchitis or the flu very often. And when I do, I bounce out of it really quick, and I don't have to be out of the classroom for long periods of time. I also noticed that I've had a better demeanor, better attitude, because it was more positive. You know, when you put good things into your body, you feel better, and that in itself lifts your mood. So I wasn't walking around in doldrums all day long. I was actually happy, and I had energy, and I could enjoy what I was doing and not feeling like, you know, I could just take a nap right in the middle of my day, or have to, you know, carry coffee around the classroom all day long. I had more focus power. You know, it wasn't a jittery energy, but I had focus, and I could do a lot of things and accomplish them in a good amount of time, and it just felt great. My students were noticing, Mr. Ames, where are you getting all of your energy? You have more energy than I do right now. And, you know, I took it as a good compliment from my students and stuff. But, you know, my students were starting to know the positive changes that I was making in my life, you know, and I see it as that I was being a positive role model for them. So Juice Plus has greatly affected me as a teacher, and it's also affecting my teaching, because I'm a better teacher because of it.
Wow. Dan, thank you. It's really great to hear all of the positive changes that how Juice Plus has helped you as a teacher. Thanks for sharing that. I'd like to shift and transition now to Lisa Radici. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hi there.
Lisa lives in Satellite Beach, Florida, and she has a huge background in education. Lisa has been everything from an elementary teacher to a guidance counselor to a homeschool mom, and pretty much everything in between. And Lisa, I'd love to hear from you. Tell us, why is Juice Plus something that you feel that all teachers should really be aware of and know a little bit about?
Thanks, Brian. Absolutely. Well, teachers need to know about Juice Plus because everyone greatly benefits from eating as many fruits and vegetables as possible. Fruits and vegetables and berries are the best foods on the planet for us to eat. And as corny as it sounds, teachers are people too. We educate and we mentor children, but we're also moms and dads, we're grandparents, we're sons and daughters, and we have the same nutritional needs and challenges in eating as anybody else does. We spend lots of emotional, mental, and physical energy caring about our students, and we are regularly exposed to germs that our sweet kiddos bring to us. We often work long hours as teachers. We rush through the day and skip meals or grab food that's fast and convenient and sometimes not so healthy. And we may have occasional stress from time to time, like every day. I experienced all of those things when I was a teacher, and I was often exhausted and spent by the end of the day, only to have to go home and do second shift as a mom and wife with my family. I started, after a decade of teaching, I started to measure my time in terms of next winter break, next spring break, and next summer break, just in order to recoup the energy and the excitement and enthusiasm for teaching that I needed. So one day, a mom at our school brought something called Juice Plus. I had never heard about it before, but she showed that it was a simple way to flood my body with fruits and vegetables and berries in a convenient capsule and chewable form. I had tried juicing before, juicing fruits and vegetables, but I had found it to be a big hassle. It was messy, it was expensive, and my kids wouldn't drink it. So it wasn't working for us. And so when I saw those capsules and gummies, I thought, yes, this is exactly what we need. I need this in me. I want this in my kids. I want this in my husband. And it was truly a no-brainer. With all of that amazing research behind it, I knew, I felt solid and safe and secure that this is something that would be very good for my family. It was far less expensive than juicing, and my kids could also get it for free. I immediately thought of people that I cared about, specifically my mom, my sister, my coworkers, and my friends. And I thought, you know, if they knew about this, I think that they would want it too. And they certainly at least deserve to hear about it. So I started to share with them as well. As for us in our family, what we noticed was far more energy, a sense of well-being, better skin, better health, less colds and flu, less days missed from work and school, and so many positive benefits. It really was noticeable, and I couldn't help but share that with people. And, you know, everybody that I shared it with, from friends and family to other teachers to parents at our school, there were positive benefits of some kind in everybody that I shared it with. And so when I interviewed for my first teaching position, I remember telling my principal what I was truly passionate about was to help people fulfill their potential. And you know, when you're getting the very best nutrition like Juice Plus into your body, it affects everything. It affects your learning, your achievement, your mood, your energy, and every positive outcome from short-term health to long-term health and all of that. And so when I take it for myself as a mom, as a teacher, as a former guidance counselor, or share it with my loved ones, teachers and students, I am helping everybody fulfill their potential. And that's why teachers need to know about Juice Plus.
Lisa, thank you. I can tell your heart is so driven by helping people become all that really they were designed to be. And I can see how sharing Juice Plus would really fit into that for you. So thanks for sharing that with us.
Absolutely.
Nancy Kropa is a former preschool and first grade teacher from Traverse City, Michigan, and a very good friend of mine. I'm really excited to be able to be on here tonight. Nancy, could you share with us a little bit about why you became a teacher initially and what your experience was like when you were teaching?
Well, Brian, my mom was a teacher. She taught first grade, and I don't know, this was kind of really a great exercise for me to kind of put some of my feelings and thoughts after all these years on paper. But I wanted to become a teacher my whole life. That's all I ever wanted to do. And I wanted to make a difference in young children's minds and their future potential. I wanted to have the summers off too, to be honest. That was a big thing. And then also, I was really excited about kind of lighting that fire behind a young mind and opening up their curiosity to the world, and also to find success. These kids to go out into the world because maybe I had just a little bit of part of their success in the world, and to be virtuous as well, because it takes just a little kindness and patience and so forth. But I also really wanted to shape those young minds, not only for this generation, but for generations maybe to come. So, I also wanted job security because, teachers, you get your tenure and then, wow, teachers are always in demand, right? And then also, I really wanted to stay young. Being around young children, doesn't that just make you like want to become a child and want to be young and think young and so forth? So what happened was I only taught for 5 years total. I taught first grade, and then I was a head teacher at a preschool, and I loved my job, but I was drawn to a family restaurant where they needed some cheap labor, and my husband then was the owner, so I wanted to work less hours and part-time, so I went into the restaurant business. But it was in 1989, Brian, that we were introduced to this company. And in taking the points that I wrote down, it blows me away when I consider, number one, making a difference. And with this company, I have, because of our decision to share Juice Plus, to share our business with people that we care about, we have affected literally thousands of people all over the world, their level of health as well as their level of wealth. And so for that, I'm just so excited. And of course, you know, in regards to taking summers off, I am my own boss. I write my own schedule. So Jerry and I, in the winter time now, we winter in Florida every year, and we've been doing that since our 40s. And Jerry and I are 68, and now a lot of our friends are retiring, and they just can't believe that we've been going to Florida for the winter since we've been in our 40s. So talk about taking summers off, we're in control of our time. And then, you know, igniting fire under a person's mind. This is one of the things that I think as a teacher that I feel teachers do so well with this business, is because we can present ideas and then help people put those ideas into practice and watch their success. And there's nothing better to me than that. And, you know, you think about affecting future generations, their minds, wow, just affecting people's health, period. If that's all we did, that would be amazing in itself. So we're also educators, and we educate about good health, nutrition. And so we're educating these generations, hopefully will change the lives of future generations to come as well. And you know, one thing too, we're a global company, and you know, I was thinking about that as well today. That, you know, wow, if I had a student and I made a difference and they went out in the world and made a difference globally, we do that each and every day with our company. And I just love the last point is staying young. Like I said, I'm 68 and I'm on top of every techie thing there is out there. I am vital. I have so much vitality and energy because of Juice Plus, and my mind is young and sharp, and I just love what I do. And I just think that this company and our products just makes me think and makes my brain young as well. So that pretty much sums it up, Brian.
Nancy, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Really appreciate that. I'd like to ask you, Gretchen, a question now. Gretchen, you have a background in special education, correct?
I do.
Yes, and Gretchen lives up in Connecticut. Gretchen, how has, like, what attracted you to partnering with this business as a teacher? When you saw it, when you learned a little bit about it, why did you want to join with us?
Well, first of all, I'll say that I love hearing these stories that from my Juice Plus friends, and of course, being a former teacher, I can relate to all of your stories. I have not been in the classroom for quite a while. I taught for about 6 years, and then had the wonderful fortune to be able to stay home and had that choice to stay home. And my husband was our provider, and I was the stay-at-home mom. And I really would never have given that up for anything. And what had transpired about 13 years ago, we were facing some, college educations for 3 children. My husband was feeling a little stressed. We call it the sole provider anxiety. And I thought that I was going to go back into the classroom to help bridge the gap between the income we had and what we were dreaming to do for our family and our lives and for our future. And so, thankfully, it was kind of like a rude awakening in a way, because I was going to have a real life change. And enters Juice Plus. It was just like a miracle that this came to me. I had fallen in love with the product. It was really sort of relieved all the stress I had for feeding my kids. It relieved that because they were picky eaters. We'll take it forever because it's food and it's safe and our bodies know what to do with it. And I absolutely would never go a day without it. But the business came in because I had been recommending it to friends and family and sending them right back to the woman that I bought my Juice Plus from. And she introduced the business to me, and I'll tell you, 3 things stood out that made me say yes, and I jumped in. I can say now there's probably 100 things that I love about this business that I could say, but I'll just say the 3 that I heard back then. I heard, first of all, that I could life with Juice Plus, that my days that I had just loved designing, there's nothing like freedom and flexibility to be able to do those things that you love to do with your children and your family and be able to do them when you want to do them and not be strapped down to a job or a classroom for that matter. So I loved that feeling. I wasn't going to have to give up that. I also loved the idea that there was no ceiling on the income. There's no glass ceiling about how much you can make in this business because it all comes from how many people you talk to. And that residual income component was really quite remarkable to me. It was almost too good to be true in some ways. But I was also really impressed with the company's benefit package. It probably rivaled my husband's corporate benefit package that he was giving for his whole company. And the last, and certainly not the last and probably the most important part, was that I didn't think I had what it took to do this business because I wasn't a nutritional expert. I certainly had never sold anything in my life. I wasn't a marketing expert. And when I heard that really what we were paid to do is to educate people, that rang true because I was a teacher and I love teaching people, and I love teaching people things that are really quite important in their lives. So we get paid as paid storytellers, and as a early childhood development teacher, I was thinking, I can tell stories, I can do that. So I found really the perfect home. And my sister, Pammy Shepley, is also a Juice Plus rep now, and she stepped out of the classroom just 8 years ago. She started her business while she was teaching and did it part-time, and now is a full-time Juice Plus representative. And she has said to me many times, and Nancy, I think you alluded to this, that in a classroom in 1 year you affect so many kids, but every day with her team they are making a positive impact on thousands upon thousands of people and families. And I love that. And I just think, teachers directly affect people's lives. And I feel like I'm still a teacher, but I'm just making a world of difference in another way. And I think, when we can affect future generations, we are really doing the most noble work that I can imagine. So I love it, and just the addition to the story is that my husband joined me in the business because he saw all the fun that I was having and he wanted to be part of it. So he sold his company, and together we lead this Juice Plus lifestyle. So whatever was our was our plan B, me going back to work, became our plan A. So it's been a true blessing, and I love it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a great story. I love hearing about your background with this and why you were attracted to it and what it's done in your life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone, I want to thank you for joining me at webinar time. Did you hear a little feedback? Gretchen, maybe you can mute your microphone. I think that's it. There we go. Just to wrap up our webinar tonight, I want to give you guys an invitation. You've heard from some teachers who have taught you a little bit about Juice Plus, and you really have 3 choices. I mean, the first choice is you can watch the webinar and just enjoy it, enjoy hearing the stories, and go off and do your best to live a healthy lifestyle. Maybe pack a salad for lunch tomorrow. We would love that. The second choice that you have is to become a Juice Plus customer, to start taking Juice Plus capsules every day, or maybe the chewables, and getting that inside your body. We have a wonderful program called the Children's Health Study, where when an adult orders Juice Plus, they can sponsor a child to receive Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years. So that's a wonderful opportunity that you would have to really support your own health, but also a child that you care about and that you love. And the third option that you have is to consider partnering with us. I mean, maybe you're sitting here watching and listening to these stories, and something about one of the stories is really resonating with you. And you may be thinking, hey, I could see myself getting excited about this. I could see myself telling my own story to someone else. And if that's the case, you could really be a great person that would be a good fit with our company. Now, it may not be for everyone, but if you feel it's for you, if you like the idea of sharing your story and building residual income, just part-time, continuing on with what you're doing with your job and your friendships and relationships, but just part-time, sharing your story and beginning to develop a secondary paycheck, a secondary income stream for your house, then I encourage you and invite you to talk to the person who invited you to this webinar about that. They'll share with you a little bit more about our company and answer any questions that you have. So again, thank you for coming to the Mission Driven Teachers webinar tonight, and we wish you all the best. Bye, everyone.